Geno Perez Adventures. I'm still Geno. I've said this a few times, and I'm going to say it again. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and you need to get your butt off the couch. And if you think that you cannot change your life in a matter of a few days, you're totally mistaken. Now, if you're just too lazy to change your life in a few days, that's a whole nother ball of wax. And most people started on January the 1st, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do the other. And here we are on the, what is it? Is it the 8th of January in the year of our Lord 2025? And most of you quit already. So don't do that, man. There's a few things that are glaringly obvious. Anything that we're beating ourselves up about that was in the past, do you know what we can do about that? Absolutely nothing. We can learn by it, ask God to take it away, and quit beating ourselves up over it. If we want to change, if we don't like where we are, sitting on a couch, drinking beer or whatever, getting fat and ugly and old and not very healthy, we could change that. And we didn't get that way in a day, and we're not going to fix it in a day. But there's a lot of ways to do it. You don't have to come to Colombia to do that. But you can. Or you can just start, well, tomorrow, get a piece of paper out, write something down. Tomorrow, I'm going to do this. And if you do it for 21 days, it'll be a habit. It will be a freaking habit. So, taking my own advice, on the 1st of January, I have one of those stand-up, tilt-a-vibrator machine that is supposed to be the equivalent of riding a bicycle for 30 minutes if you're on it for 15, or going to the gym for an hour if you're on it for 15. And so I've religiously done that every day for 8 days. Well, that's not some huge record, okay? But by God, I've done it every day for 8 days. It's a change. I'm going to do 100 of these videos in 100 days. And I'm on track. Haven't missed one yet. Don't plan on it. It can happen. It can happen. But it'll be so close you can't tell the difference. And here's the beautiful part. I've got something coming up for you guys before the end of the month that there's a lot of you out there that go, oh, yeah, Geno knew how to get to Colombia. Geno knew how to do this. Geno knew how to do that. I didn't know diddly about getting to Colombia and what to do here, other than the fact that I married a Colombian lady, which is a great leg up on what you need to do. But I learned a lot about the visas. I learned a lot about the living. I learned a lot about who would screw you and who wouldn't. I learned a lot about where it's safe and where it's not. I learned about the healthy food, the bad food, and there's not much bad food, by the way. And I learned all that by doing it. Am I an expert in a lot of stuff? Yeah, you bet your booty I am. Why? Because it costs me money to figure it out. And my dad used to say, you don't have to bleed to learn. And I used to tell my dad, but if you bleed, when you're learning, you will learn a lot better. And I still believe that to be true today. So I try not to bleed anymore, and I try just to learn. But I'm trying to help you out, guys. Years and years and years ago, when I was in my 30s, I thought that I would make it to be like 54 years old at the turn of the century, at the year 2000. Holy moly. It is the year 2025. I'm still here. I'm still healthy, and I'm still going. And no, I'm not as healthy as that 30-year-old guy, but I'm a hell of a lot smarter. So I guess the long and the short of it is 70 is the new 50. Unless somebody changes their mind about how long I'm going to get to stay here, I believe I believe in my whole heart that I'll live to be 95 or older. And I like the or older part. And I just want to do it in a way that I don't have to have somebody help me get out of the car. I don't have to somebody need to put my food in the blender. And it didn't. What happens to us is we sit down and we don't do anything for 10 years and wonder why we can't get up and be how it was in the old days. Well, sorry. After 10 years of sitting on your butt, nothing's going to work very well. But by the same token, it does not take very long. Just after 8 days, my balance is much better. I can stand on one leg again. I couldn't do that on January the 1st, but I damn sure can today. So what I'm saying, guys, it's not just Colombia could change your life. It's not just, oh, it's too hard in the United States going to change your life. If you have the will, there's a way. If you think you can do it, you can. If you think you can't do it, you're right. So here's the deal. By the end of the month, I'm going to have a package put together that will do everything for you for a small price. Well, it's not that small, but it's a small nominal fee to come to Colombia, to live here for 6 months, to have your own apartment, to get a visa, to learn how to get here, to learn how to get around, and we will do all of the heavy lifting for you. Is it going to be cheap? No, sir, it is not going to be cheap, but it's going to be cheaper than where you're living. I can guarantee you that. So this video isn't just about my new package. This video is about, look at me, man. I'm in 7 days. I'm going to be 74 years old. And I think I'm looking pretty good for a 74-year-old old fart. And I'm planning on looking better. And I'm planning on being healthier. But I abused this old body. I worked hard. And I've been run over, shot at, hit and missed, shot at and hit, pooped at and missed. But I'm still here. And I have people tell me sometimes, why don't you just quit? And do what? Die? I'm not ready for that. I told a friend of mine the other day, I'm going to slide up to the coffin on my Harley, skinny, worn out, and plop right in the coffin, and they can shut the lid. But I'm not quitting till that day. So I don't know if this is a good video or not, but I can tell you one damn thing. I enjoyed it. And all you got to do is stand up. Just stand up. If you can walk to the refrigerator, you can do exercise. And don't try to do, I used to be able to do 150, 200 push-ups. I'm not sure I could do 5 today, but I'll guarantee you one thing. By the end of 2025, I'll do 100. There you go. And anyone want to bet money on that, I'll be glad to take your bet. So God bless you. Remember, this is the first day of the rest of your life. And remember, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And remember all the stuff that we coulda, shoulda, woulda done, and all the stuff that kicked our butt. That water went under the bridge already. Today's a brand new day. Brand new. God gave us another day. I thank him every morning. And I tell him I don't mind dying. I just don't want to die today. God bless y'all. If nothing changes, nothing changes. And we will see you where? On the flip side.